Hey guys, good morning. It's Pat with OFFPVMT. Hey, we're up here at Big Bear on Memorial Weekend, and we're getting ready to run Gold Mountain Trail. Should be a fun day. Stick around. Well, located about 2¼ miles past the Big Bear Airport off of Highway 18 lies the trailhead to Gold Mountain. This is on 3N69. Now, there are two ways to traverse this trail, coming in off of 3N16 in Holcomb Valley, or the way we've chosen today. I've actually run both, but I prefer coming in off of Highway 18, primarily as most, if not all, of the obstacles are more challenging as you're going up in elevation at this point. It should also be noted that once you leave the pavement at Highway 18, the trail is actually wide enough to accommodate about 12 to 15 Jeeps to either air up or air down, depending on which direction you're headed. So that way you're not blocking the trail for others coming in and out. The trail is rated between a 4 and a 6. Rating the trail a 6 from start to end would be unfair, as there are really only 3 main obstacles and a few challenging moments along the way. So I think the rating is fair. However, don't bring a stock vehicle, because ground clearance is a bonus, as is a minimum of 33-inch tires. Now, you can run without lockers. As a matter of fact, one of the guys on the trail with us today is actually running an open diff up front, and he has a limited slip in the back, so that's going to be an advantage for him. Some of these steps are actually measuring between 20 and 24 inches, and there's 2, 3, maybe 4 of those that you actually have to get up on a couple of these obstacles. So we'll probably be stacking rocks, not just for him, but I'm sure somebody else in the group may need some rock stacking as well. Well, after a handful of switchbacks and a pretty quick ascent, we find ourselves near the first obstacle.
You doing that hard leg? I think so. Yeah. Nice. Okay, up, straight. Driver. Okay, come right straight. Okay. Driver. Got him. Yep. Driver. Okay, passenger. Oh. Let me slip in the front. He's back. He's on that ledge in the back. A little. Okay, right there.
Okay, when you go forward, stay hard passenger. Hard passenger. Go ahead. There you go. Oh. Okay. As the first obstacle, this one wastes no time. There is no easing yourself into this one. There's actually 3 lines. The middle seems to be the easiest of the 3, while the right side may hand out a little body damage if you're not careful. And the far left is definitely the tallest, steepest, and the sharpest. Well, Joel and Ashley are joining us for the first time, and I believe this may actually be Joel's first real off-road trip. So he's getting a little baptism by fire, if you will. They are driving a mid-90s XJ, and it has 33s, a mild lift, and an open diff. So this is where and why we are stacking rocks. He's actually on that middle obstacle, And like I said, that seems to be the easiest of the three. Well, here's a little trail info. If you've ever been out on a trail and visit that same trail, sometime down the road, I'll bet you noticed that it was a little bit different than it was previously. Just note to self, trails change on a regular basis with the weather, from wind to rain to snow to traffic. There's any number of reasons that a trail may change, so be aware of that. And nicely done, Joel.
Grab the camera. I know. Driver. Driver. Yep. Follow this line, straight up. Passenger. Yep. Did I just carry that car? Give you a little bit on this side. Okay. Tire cramps. Right on the money. Driver a bit. Driver? One more here. Okay. On up.
Well, that one little ledge is giving me fits, so yes, we're still stacking rocks.
Here you go. Passenger. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, you almost scratched your wheel. Well, we've actually reached obstacle number 2. Now this one's not super technical. Remember what I said earlier about how an obstacle can change over a period of time? This is one of those that's actually done that. This one used to have 2 good lines that you could get up. Both of them, the easier of the line, had you pinned between a rock face and a tree on the front end and the back end. And so it made it a challenge not to take out a piece of glass or some sheet metal. This one that the Max's TJ is going up actually has a nice little V-notch that can be a little tricky if you don't get your tire position just right. But it seems like everybody's going to get up and over this one. Max is the forever comedian, as he likes to do things a little bit different and not listen to spotters sometimes. But he just recently installed this Metal Cloak suspension and 37-inch tires, which seem to be doing quite well for him. Interesting coming up this, I've always struggled with this particular obstacle, and this is one of those times where we just kind of walked right up it, spit a nice big rock out right there. And again, this is a crazy face that just very uneven, and just kind of, this is one of those things, just kind of go find your own line. So this is an interesting obstacle here. This has to be one of the most interesting obstacles that I think I've ever encountered. It is by far the largest rock garden I have ever seen in my life. This entire area, I don't know what this encompasses. This looks like a couple of acres. And I don't know how deep this rock goes, but it literally, if you listen to it, sounds like you're driving over broken pottery. This is granite. This is what I'm told. I've been trying to figure out exactly what this is. This is granite, and I'm not sure if this is from all the mining that went on during the 1800s in this area and on this mountain, or if this is some sort of geological phenomenon. But this is one of the coolest things that I think I've ever encountered while off-roading. Again, this is like a couple acres of just broken granite. And I don't know how deep this is. This could go 5 feet, 10 feet, could go 20 feet. But again, this is one of those obstacles that changes from time to time. But it is definitely fun to kind of transverse. And of course, there's always room for a photo op. Well, that's pretty much the three major obstacles on this trail. Now, this trail does go on for a little while longer. You are still climbing up to the top. Like I said, there are some challenges along the way, nothing too serious. We did finish and go all the way, and yes, we did get the XJ all the way through. We did have some mechanical issues along the way, but we were able to fix those for him and keep him running and keep him going forward. There is a great place at the top of this trail to stop and eat lunch, and it's a place that we always seem to stop at. There's great views if you look to the south over Big Bear, the lake, and the valley, and to the right out over the desert. There's also I believe a mine shaft up there, so if you're going to go exploring up there, if you're going to have lunch in that area, please be careful, because you definitely don't want to lose somebody down in that hole, because I have no idea how deep it is. Hey, I just want to say thank you to everybody who came out today. Max, I know you've been wanting to get out and do a little wheeling, so thanks for coming out today. Phil, Audrey, hey, I just appreciate you putting this together today. And Phil, I certainly appreciate you taking over the spotter responsibilities. I know you and I were at the opposite ends of the trail today, so I do appreciate you stepping up and taking over. I think you did a good job today, so thanks again. Joel and Ashley. Joel, I understand this was probably your first, I'll do air quotes, real off-road trip, and I think you did well, my friend. Job well done. Way to get baptized by fire, as they say. Kind of jumping in with both feet. If you have any questions about building an XJ, you give me a holler, man. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Sarah and Matt and Autumn, great hanging with you guys today, man. Had a good time, man. Loved watching the Toyota in action. Through proper trail etiquette, we pulled over to let them go by, and they said, no, I'd kind of like to hang with you guys if we could. They were by themselves, and you know, it's always cool to be able to kind of just meet somebody new on the trail, and it was definitely enjoyable to have them along. So next time we go out somewhere, we'll definitely hit you up on social media. Well, that's Gold Mountain. It winds down and eventually dumps out on 3N16, and from there you can hit Jacoby Canyon, Little John Bull, and the Pinnacles. That's going to do it for us. If you're joining us for the first time, hit that thumbs up for us if you would. Also, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and become a member of the Off Pavement team. And if you've got a question, leave it down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Till then, I'm Pat with Off Pavement. We'll see you out on the trail.